Today we are going to use Rails 7 and see how simple it is to use Bootstrap. And then we're gonna apply custom CSS on top of that. So let's just start. We're gonna generate new Rails application with --CSS Bootstrap. This will generate for us the Rails application with the all bootstrapped assets as well as JavaScript. So we will have full support of Bootstrap. Then we're gonna look into details. So the application has been created. There is a new bin dev script it is the way how to run the Rails application. Let's open NeoVim. I will be using NeoVim all the time. So I open the terminal inside of NeoVim and I will get into our project and initialize Git repository and just commit all the files. After committing the files, I will execute bin/dev script, which will start the Rails server as well as will watch for the CSS and JavaScript changes. Getting back to the terminal, you can see that I will get into our folder and I will open File Navigator and with the route.rb file where I will define a path. The root path would be the home controller index action, so which will mean like localhost 3000 will point to this path. First error, home controller missing, so we have to generate. So to generate the controller, I will use the generate command from the NeoVim Vim Rails plugin, generate controller home. It generated view folder, tests and the controller. Now I will refresh the page and see that there is unknown action, so I will write an index action and refresh the browser again. Then there is no template, so we have to create index template. So I will execute eview command from the Vim with the path home index HTML ERB and put anything into that file, saves it and see if it's being rendered. Okay, so we have a running application. Now let's get into details. Let's get to Bootstrap. Let's go to getbootstrap.com and let's look at some examples. So let's see how easy it is to use Bootstrap in Rails 7. For that purpose, I will use model because a model has a JavaScript and overlay. Let's look if that works. Let's just copy the code, put it into our editor and refresh our site. We have a button and voila, we already have a model. Now let's look at the navigation bar. As we had model running, let's look at the navigation. Okay, I will just take this standard nav bar, copy the code, and put it inside of our index ERB file, save it and refresh our project. We can see that we have fully functional navigation bar. Now we're gonna do one more example. Let's go into heroes. Let's find any heroes component. Let's inspect the HTML and let's copy the div that contains the hero component. We're gonna use inspect, copy element and put it into our Vim editor and refresh our Rails application. I will just put this aside so I can refresh, so we can see that we have component on our site. Let me just delete these two lines. Okay, and now let's customize our CSS. First thing we need to do, we will copy our custom CSS into our Rails project, to the app, path assets style sheets, and let's call it custom.css just for convenience. Getting back to Vim, let's open the manifest.js file that contains the path to our assets, and let's link it to our custom CSS. Then let's open the layouts using elayout command in Vim and link the style sheet to our custom style sheet that we just have. And let's refresh our site. As you can see, on the right side we have our Rails application, on the left side we have standard Bootstrap. There is a difference in the layout, and that's it. Thank you very much. It was super smooth and easy.